by Rampage Jackson.
And that's it. That is all she wrote for Hercules right there.
Danielle Taylor throwing some heavy shots and ends the fight. Cutler is out. Insane airplane toss by Charles Krazy.
Standing takedowns. Huge knees, two huge knees.
And there she is, Ronda Rousey making her pro debut in excellent fashion. Jamie Colleen just destroying. Cutler says, no more, I'm out. And a quick look at our rules of combat based on 3 5-minute rounds, and of course 5 5-minute rounds for championship bouts. And of course in the amateur division that changed to 3 3-minute rounds, and of course 5 3-minute rounds for championship bouts in the amateur division. It's based on the 10-point must system, judging criteria, and to get things started, we'll go ahead and throw it to the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the North Star Mohegan Casino Resort, Boulder, Wisconsin, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the lightweight division. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, fighting out of the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, official weight 151 pounds. He represents Unified Martial Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, presenting Kendall Bragg. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall. Official weight 156 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, from Antico, Wisconsin, presenting Clayton McGee. Once again, Mike Beltran is your official for this bout. Now with the final instructions, 3 rounds, lightweights.
All right, gentlemen, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Toss goes now if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out, handle your business. Let's go.
All right, here we are, round number 1. Our first bout of the evening, Clayton McGee versus Kendall Bragg.
All right, gentlemen, first round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Head up, let's go.
Bragg in the blue gloves, McGee in the red. McGee opening up with some outside leg kicks. Now gaining some elevation here.
I mean, Bragg could be in a bad situation. McGee's good with this guillotine right here.
And it looks like Bragg's going to slip out of that.
You know, when you're fresh, that's the easiest time to get out of that. You got your strength, you got everything there. I mean, when he went down, the good thing with Braggs is he didn't go down hard to lock himself in. He went down slow. Just, you know, try to make sure the position was good.
And now Bragg dealing a little bit of damage here. Some nice body shots, working the face.
That's some pretty good stuff for Braggs right there, you know. Took a few kicks, went down, and he started some ground and pounding right away, back to his feet. So I think Braggs might be looking for a knockout.
Ooh. Yeah, Bragg definitely looking like a skilled striker.
Those hands look nice right there. Just kept coming and coming. Yeah, McGee better start using that footwork a little more.
Yeah, he's going to have to pick up the aggression a little bit just to compete, because Bragg's just going to keep it coming. He looks like a pretty aggressive fighter. He's going to keep moving forward. McGee staying light on his feet, though. He's going to have to work just a little bit more.
Yeah, McGee's got to put some numbers behind that jab.
A missed kick from Bragg, but ends up going into his favor. McGee trying to set up that guillotine once again, but Bragg not going to let it happen.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way he took him down right there. As he went down, he just pushed him down, so, you know, he'd lose that guillotine on him. I say Bragg's doing a really good job out here. You know, he's keeping his composure, you know, with one fight under his belt, opposed to McGee with 6. I mean, he's looking like he's got a few extra ones down there.
Yeah, definitely looking like an experienced fighter. Even for the amateur division. Bragg, I gotta say, I think might have taken this round. About 30 seconds left.
Yeah, no, he's doing a good job. I mean, he obviously is sparring, you know, and he's.
Oh, and a beautiful dodge right there. And now just dealing damage. I don't know. And that's it.
That's it. Always takes just one shot.
Mike Beltran calls a halt to the fight. Kendall Bragg just with those ferocious strikes. You know, he showed McGee, you know, how much power he had earlier. And, you know, McGee was never really coming back with that same amount of power, maybe only about half, you know, little taps here and there.
I think he might have underestimated Bragg's a little bit. He's only got one fight he's lost. I've got 6 fights in mind, and I'll take him out.
All goes back to what you said, you know, it just comes down to who's fighting in that cage in that specific night.
Yep.
Bragg came out on top. Fantastic performance on his part, and his first win picked up here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee in charge, Mike Beltran, has seen enough, steps in, calls a halt to this bout due to strikes. The official time, 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO, Kendall Bragg. Here is Julian, the Soul Eater. Mister.
Julian Mister now making his way to the cage side. Mister hails from Gary, Indiana, and stands at 6 feet 6 inches tall. He's currently fighting out of the heavyweight class, and his amateur MMA record stands at 1 win and 4 losses. Looking to pick up that second win here tonight. Mister trains out of the UFC gym in Hobart, Indiana. There he trains in Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
I gotta say, he's a big boy, 6'6", is that what you said?
6'6".
That's tall, that's taller than me.
Yeah, taller than Tony Lopez, you know, we're talking about some kind of height.
6'6", well, he don't look too bad shape-wise. You know, he's holding it well for being that you know, a heavyweight. Because a lot of times you get heavyweights, how do you know, they heavy.
No, exactly, bringing a lot of power to the table, and he's bringing some Muay Thai and some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's a nice mix of technique. Hopefully, he can show for it in the cage. We'll only have to see as it comes up. Julian Mister facing off against the likes of Luis Asensio as he heads inside the cage.
Here is Luis Louis Man Asensio.
Now making his way to cage side, Luis Asensio.
Luis, you know, not coming from close by. He's coming out all the way from Ponce, Puerto Rico. And he's only 5'11", so there's a good height difference on these two boys. You know, they're both big guys, but you know, there's what, 6-7 inch height difference. Luis here, he's 5'3", not a bad record. You know, he's doing good. He's an independent fighter. He likes wrestling. So, I mean, I can see where this could play a factor against, you know,
a much taller opponent that he's going up against, like Julian Mister.
Exactly. You know, and if he gets him to the ground, you know, I mean, that might take away, you know, Julian's advantage.
Exactly. Asensio's going to have to work on closing that distance whenever he can. Trying to figure out something on the ground is his best bet.
And one thing too is, you know, Luis here, he does this for fun as a hobby. which makes him more, to me, makes him a little more dangerous because he's not thinking, hey, I gotta win this, or this has to be done, this has to be. It's like, hey, I'm having fun, so I'm gonna go with it, and the way it goes, and I mean, he's more relaxed. You see it right there. He's more relaxed. He's not, worried about nothing. He's just out here having fun.
Right, exactly. He wants to be here. He's ready for this fight. Definitely going to pose a great challenge to Julian Mister. It'll be interesting to see that wrestling, how it combats against Mister's BJJ.
True. I mean, because from my experience, a wrestler sometimes takes a good advantage over BJJ because of the technique. Just position, controlling, and dropping that weight down. At jiu-jitsu, you always got to create space. Wrestlers don't let you have space. They want to smother you and just crush you.
Luis Asensio heads inside the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the North Star Mohican Casino Resort, Boulder, Wisconsin, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the heavyweight division. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, fighting out of the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6 feet 6 inches tall. Official weight, 258 pounds. He represents the UFC gym. Ladies and gentlemen, from Gary, Indiana, presenting Julian the Soul Eater, Mister. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 11 inches tall. Official weight, an even 260 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, from Ponce, Puerto Rico, presenting Luis Luiman Asensio. Once again, Mike Beltran is your official for this bout. Now with the final instructions, 3 rounds, heavyweights.
All right, jump in over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Tell scrubs now if you want. The sound of the bell, come on out, handle your business. Let's go.
All right, round number 1, Julian Mister versus Luis Asensio. Mister in the blue gloves, Asensio in the red. And he'll get things started. Right off the bat, you see that height difference.
Oh, yeah.
Mister looking to throw some hands.
I want to see that, plus there you go, leg kicks. Especially with that height, legs are even twice as long as the arm.
Asensio just looking for a way to break in. But Mister, obviously, I think he's anticipating that, and he's just fighting for it, preparing for it.
And one thing I gotta say about Asensio in the sense of a wrestler is you sometimes, they're waiting for them to throw the punch, come into the punch, so they get in tight. And as a striker, it annoys me because I'm when they're trying to punch or kick, and I'm like, man, if he catches the leg or ducks under the punch, then it's like straight to the ground. I'm like, oh, and then I get frustrated. I gotta work my way all the way back up and start over.
Mister doing a great job controlling this fight, taking the pace. This may not be going on for much longer.
No, he's doing a good job right here. I mean, half those shots are connected good. Stopping Asensio from doing anything.
Asensio starting to show some redness there too, and now just defending, just taking hits. Beltran looking to call this soon, and there it is.
Yeah, Beltran is there talking to Asensio, hey, defend yourself, and
let's take a look at this replay. Mister looked like he knew exactly what he wanted. He had that ferocity in his eyes. I mean, you could see it. he was ready to go and knew exactly what he was going to do in this fight and just executed it pretty perfectly.
Yeah, I think in the opening, Mr. caught Asensio with a jab, I think it was, and Asensio felt that power and said, "Oh, I don't like that," and from there threw him off because he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do.
No, definitely, you're exactly right. And then from then on, he was able to just take advantage of the situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee in charge, Mike Beltran, has seen enough, steps in, calls a halt to this bout due to strikes. The official time, 1 minute and 26 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by TKO, the Soul Leader, Julian Mister. Here is Kyle Rowdy.
Now approaching the cage, Kyle Rowdy. Rowdy hails from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and stands at 6 feet tall. He's currently fighting out of the 165-pound weight class. His pro MMA record is fresh, 0 wins, 0 losses, looking to pick up that first win here tonight. He's coming off of a very strong amateur MMA record that ended at 7 wins and 1 loss. So he's got a lot of experience in the cage that's definitely going to help him out. This is going to be a great performance here. He's really got a lot on the line. He looks very serious, trying to take that first win. First professional win, that is. He trains out of Unified Martial Arts in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and specializes in a Muay Thai technique. We'll see what kind of hands he's bringing to the table.
Words from his coach right there before he goes in.
Rowdy now going under his final inspection. Kyle Rowdy heads inside the cage.
Here is Travis, the Renegade Carpenet.
Now making his way to cage side, Travis Carpenet.
Yeah, Travis, his hometown is Laurium, Michigan. Travis is 27 years old, standing 5'11". He had an amateur record, really nice amateur record of 39 wins, 11 losses. So if you want to talk experience, there's a lot right there in the amateur. And same thing, you know, he's his first professional fight right here, looking to get his first win under his belt. He's self-trained too. You know, he does Muay Thai, does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So, you know, a lot of people say, you know, when you're self-trained, you're missing something. You know, you don't get everything you need to get, but with amateur record of 39 and 11, I think he's got what he needed to get.
Yeah, seems to be working out pretty well for him. You know, both these fighters have been in the cage plenty of times at least. It'll be a very good test for each of them. Really prove what if they have what it takes. Travis Carpenet heads inside the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the sensational North Star Mohegan Casino Resort, Boulder, Wisconsin, King of the Cage and General Tire present this 3-round bout in the junior welterweight division. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, fighting out of our Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6 feet tall, official weight 161 pounds. He represents Unified Martial Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, presenting Kyle Rowdy. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 5 feet 11 inches tall. Official weight, 162.6 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, from Laurium, Michigan, presenting Travis, the Renegade Cormier. Once again, Mike Beltran is your official for this bout now with the final instructions. 3 rounds, junior welterweights.
All right, jump in over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch goes now if you want. The sound of the bell, come on out. Handle your business, boys. Let's go.
Round number 1, Kyle Rowdy versus Travis Karppinen. Mike Beltran going to get things started.
You know, I'm always surprised too when I see an amateur record at it. You know, with over 30 fights, it's to me is strange. You know, to me, I think, you know, hey, amateur record, you have 10 fights, you're good, hey, go pro. Especially if you have a good record.
Definitely. Karppinen coming in with some interesting angles
What's
here,
that?
and whoa!
No way!
Out of nowhere, comes in and slips the armbar. It looks like.
I think it was a heel hook, wasn't it?
Let's see what it is. He comes in at this interesting angle. It
Yeah,
happened so fast. Oh yeah, grabs the heel.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 21 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by tap out submission from a heel hook, the Renegade, Travis Karppinen. Ladies and gentlemen, from the North Star Mohican Casino Resort, Boulder, Wisconsin, King of the Cage and General Tire present this special 3-round bout in the welterweight division. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. Introducing first, fighting out of our Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall. Official weight 168.4 pounds. He represents 11th Dimension Athletics. Ladies and gentlemen, from Long Beach, California, presenting Quinton McCottrell. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 6 feet tall. Official weight, 165 pounds. He represents Oconto Falls MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, from Lac du Flambeau, Wisconsin, presenting Frank the Nightmare Schumann. Once again, Mike Beltran is your official for this bout now with the final instructions, 3 rounds, welterweights.
All right, jump in over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch goes now if you want. The sound of the bell, come on out. Handle your business. Let's go.
Here we are, round number 1. Quinton McCottrell versus Frank Schumann. Schumann in the red gloves, McCottrell in the blue. McCottrell taking things down to the ground early. Schumann trying to lock up this triangle.
Guys are fresh and they're moving quick too.
You know, Schumann is no stranger to the ground game. I've seen him fight many times here at King of the Cage. McCottrell going to prove to have a little bit of a tough time trying to pass this guard here. Schumann keeping that movement going.
But see, that's the good thing with Schumann right there. You know, he's doing strikes. He's not just sitting there trying to, you know, defend the takedown or the, you know, his position. He's striking.
Exactly, keeping that pressure on. McControl trying to keep it going too. McControl holding on tight and making his way over. Schumann turns to give him his back. It might have been a mistake.
Maybe not, though. I don't know.
Turning out of it.
Yeah, if Schumann would have popped up a little quicker, he probably would have knocked off McControl right off him, you know. Probably ended up on top or even, back up on their feet.
Now McControl determined in that half guard here. Schumann still maintaining that defense.
One thing I'll give McControl is one thing about when you get someone that's good on the ground and they got a good base and they can hold you. I mean, it's frustrating, to try and get out of there. Schumann right now, he's probably like, man, what do I got to do to get out of here? Everything I do, it's just being stuffed.
McControl looking to slam Schumann and take him back down to the ground.
He's doing a good job right there, spalling out and putting his weight down on top of McControl. That's what you want right there. Look at that.
Just like that, Schumann takes the back. Oh, and a nice suplex.
Oh, nice. Oh,
he knocked McControl a little bit there.
Yeah, I think he knocked him a little short right there. A flash knockout.
Nice, he landed right on that back of the head. Perfect. Oh, going for the armbar now. McControl's defending.
I think Schumann went a little too soon on that. And look at that. Trying to switch over to triangle.
Once again. McControl now looking a little overwhelmed as things change very quickly.
I think he switched to armbar again.
And now Schumann ending up on top.
Still got the triangle. There it is. Look at it. Triangle there. He's going back and forth.
He's determined. He's trying to set it up. He's going to get something.
He's got the leg locked in. Oh, look at that. There's the arm. There it is.
Beautiful. That was a nice armbar.
Yeah.
I mean, he was working, just switching back and forth, that triangle armbar, seeing whatever he could fit, whatever puzzle piece works.
It's always great when you switch it up like that. You get your opponent guessing, hey, is it a triangle? And when they think of triangle, they don't even think about their arm and leave it wide open. But that right there, I think it knocked him out for a split second.
Oh, definitely. Definitely took a couple of hard hits after that. I think that just shook things up for the betterment of Frank Schumann.
And you see that arm right there? He just grabs it and
cranks. That's indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 2 minutes and 56 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by tap out submission from a triangle, the Nightmare, Frank Schumann.
It's funny, I used to follow Grace before I made it to King of the Cage when I used to watch, and I tried to follow some atom weights that kind of could try and look up to, and to be here today to be able to fight her is awesome for me to make it here. I know she likes to go for takedowns. I know she likes to take the back, and I know she likes to go for a fight, but that's, my game plan too. I like to put a lot of pressure on people, and I think a lot of people have not put that pressure on her for her fights, so that's what I'm ready to do.
My opponent is Shawna Ormsby. I think she's from Orlando, Florida. She seems like she's well-rounded, so I think it's going to be a fun fight.
After tonight's fight, we are looking forward. We're looking to go on to the May 11th card over there in South Carolina. So we're not going to stop. We're going to keep training hard. I'm looking to get that title fight here hopefully soon in the next few fights. So we're going to keep training hard, keep moving forward, and hopefully get that belt soon.
Throughout the recovery, and now I feel good. I feel 100% recovered, and I'm excited. I've been training full time, so I feel really good. And I do feel stronger. They say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but it's really true though.
Hey Grace, I just want to let you know that I'm ready to bring a war for this fight. I do believe I'm going to be a fighter that you've not had the pleasure of entering the cage with yet, so I'm ready to show you what I'm all about.
Shawna, thank you for taking this fight. I'm very excited. It's going to be a fun, explosive fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the North Star Mohegan Casino Resort, Boulder, Wisconsin, King of the Cage and General Tire present our co-feature bout of the evening. It is sanctioned by the Band of Mohican Indians in conjunction with King of the Cage Incorporated. President and founder, Terry Trebilcock Jr. Matchmaker Mike Camp, promoter Jeff Mahalik. The 3 judges scoring this bout will be Jeff Nace, Isaiah Pitts, and Larry Struck. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. And now, Wisconsin, put your hands together for our co-feature of the evening. 3 rounds of MMA in the women's atomweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of our Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5'1", official weight 105 pounds. This Carlson Gracie Central Florida fighter has a professional record of 1 victory with no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Nickel City, Buffalo, New York, presenting Shawna Bam Bam Ormsby. Her opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, also stands at 5'1". Official weight, also 105 pounds. This Factory X Muay Thai and Eastern Training Center fighter has a professional record of 3 victories with no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado, presenting Grace Ty Kitten Cleveland. Once again, Mike Beltran is your official for a co-featured bout. Now with the final instructions, 3 rounds, women's atom weights.
Ladies, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch goes now if you want. The sound of the bell, come on out, ladies, and handle your business. Let's go.
Here we are, round number 1 in our women's division. Shawna Ormsby versus Grace Cleveland. Grace Cleveland and Shawna Ormsby, both of these fighters are great stand-up, great on the ground, very versatile. And they're coming off with some heat.
Yeah, they're getting right into that. Look at that. Back and forth. Nice.
Cleveland goes low, goes for the takedown. Ormsby's ready for it.
Yeah, Cleveland suckered Ormsby into that, you know, striking at it, and then right when they got into it, boom, straight right underneath the punches.
Cleveland keeping busy. Ormsby locking her down.
Yeah, she's doing a good job with that, you know, tying her up so she can't, you know, do anything effectively.
Ormsby dishing out whatever damage she can along the way.
You know, I'm saying Ormsby's doing a good job because she's got both her arms tied, you know, Cleveland's arms tied up, and she was striking her pretty good. I'm always amazed, by the way, how flexible women are when they get in here, man.
Yeah,
So many
the ground game into a
so
whole new
many,
thing.
yeah, so many positions they can get into that, you know, that I've never seen a guy, you know, be able to do so easily.
Cleveland now trying to get the edge here.
Well, she's in a lot better position now, you know, at least with one leg at a leg guard and a half guard. Ormsby's got a bit of a Kimura going on there. She keeps tweaking that arm. Position a little bit off, but Oh, let's go. She can flip her. Just keep rotating it. Push on that arm.
Gonna have some nasty pressure on that arm right there.
She's doing all she can right there to get that arm. Look at that.
Yeah,
Man,
she's
use
trying.
that leg. Oh, man. That's,
Ormsby twisting around almost all the way. She just keeps cranking it. The flexibility on Cleveland's part.
Exactly. Man, I know I'd be tapping already.
Yeah, that is an uncomfortable position to be in.
If
She
not,
just,
my arm would probably snap.
exactly. She's just hanging on like it's no problem. Got to be cutting off the blood circulation at some point.
Yeah, that's what, to me, that's where I'd get frustrated being Ormsby, like, okay, you know, what's it going to take? Arms way over here by her head, and she's still not tapping.
Looks like she's going to have to go by, through another approach. Cleveland just climbing around.
Got her arm out. Man. All that work to just stay on the bottom.
And Ormsby definitely spent some stamina trying to get that going. I mean, she cranked it just about as far as she possibly could.
You know, and I mean, she was using everything too. You know, her legs, her whole body. I mean, which is good. But man,
it's going to have to take a little bit more than that to take out the likes of Grace Cleveland, apparently.
Yeah, I'll give Cleveland a lot of credit for that.
I think it's fair to say, you know, Cleveland, very tough fighter, very durable fighter. You know, she could take a hit. She can last in the cage for as long as she needs to.
A good thing, you know, there was no panicking on Cleveland's part either.
Yeah, Cleveland staying calm, going right back to dealing some damage. Ormsby now trying to keep up. She ate a couple punches there.
She's a lot of them. Look at that. Just like that, Ormsby again ties up Cleveland's arms and just delivering shots after shot.
Ormsby doing a great job locking her up, but just not quite able to finish. Cleveland just staying right out of harm's way, trying to at least.
I know Cleveland's got the better position. She lands some good shots, but I mean, Ormsby's doing a great job from the bottom. Defending good, you know, striking back. Only thing is, she just can't get off the bottom.
Cleveland just continues to keep pushing forward, not giving up. Persistence. Trying any angle she can. Ormsby just dealing with, you know, everything perfectly. But Cleveland, she's just not letting up. Ormsby's got to push out of this, and that's the end of the round. And they'll get a little reset coming up in the next round. Let's take a look at the replay coming up right here.
Gotta say, that was go, go, go from the start. I mean, from this exchange here to the takedown, once they got to the ground, they didn't slow down at all.
Yeah, both fighters starting off with a lot of ferocity, a lot of power, just going out, slugging it out, and then very quickly, you know, Cleveland changing up the game and controlling things fairly well. Well, not really controlling things, I would say. Ormsby probably controlling a little bit better, but Cleveland just completely resisting everything.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, it ended up in a better position on top, striking. But like I said, when Ormsby would lock her up, I mean, she'd lock her up and just deliver all these shots to her like nothing.
Round number 2. Here we are, round number 2. Shawna Ormsby versus Grace Cleveland.
Let's see if Ormsby can avoid the takedown. I want to say that was a quick note. Ooh.
Some nice heavy elbows to the gut and the ribs. And Cleveland's punching, you know, every punch she throws is she's throwing with some significant power. None of these are little pit pats.
You can see it and you can hear it. Those are nice shots. Good ground and pound by Cleveland. Cleveland's doing a good job now of locking up Ormsby's arms and, you know, being able to deliver those shots.
Cleveland continuing to keep that pressure on, pushing forward, just forcing Ormsby into that fence post. Cleveland just working to soften her up as much as she can, waiting for that opening. Continuing just to keep pounding down.
And she's keeping the pressure forward, too, on Ormsby right there, you know. It's like Ormsby's trying to push her off a little bit, you know. But Cleveland just creating enough space to be able to deliver those shots and put some good power behind it. I mean, if I was Ormsby, I'd be like, okay, you know what? This fight right now at this time is not going her way. It's not a good position. Lock up the arms like you were before and stop that punch from coming at you.
Exactly. Cleveland now seeming to get a little bit of an advantage, just continues to keep plowing into Ormsby. Making it a real tough situation here. Ormsby got to try to break out of this, you know, push forward, get some resistance.
I mean, it could have been that first round that, you know, it caught up with Ormsby.
Yeah, could have definitely led her to some fatigue.
When you're on the bottom fighting someone off and they got the weight on you and pressure, it takes a lot out of you.
Cleveland just continuing to maintain this top position. Ormsby really having a hard time trying to change things up.
Yeah, Cleveland looks like she's just stacking her down, you know, just making sure she pretzels up and she does whatever she wants.
Ormsby trying to strike back with a couple of things here and there, but Cleveland is not going to get shaken that easily.
No, I mean, those shots Ormsby's throwing, there's not too much behind it, but when Cleveland throws, man, you see Ormsby's head bounce off the mat.
I think it's safe to say that Cleveland might end up taking this round just from control alone. She's maintained that top position for just about the entire fight.
Well, I wouldn't even say control. I mean, she's delivering a lot of strikes there, but look at that right there, you know.
Ormsby almost catching that arm, but Grace Cleveland, quick thinking. Now she has her head locked up a little bit here.
If Ormsby's got strong enough legs, I mean, she could choke her out right there. Squeezing those legs tight. But the only thing she's got to be careful of is she could wear her legs out if she don't put her away.
Cleveland continuing to work.
Over an ankle lock?
Could possibly be a dangerous situation for Ormsby if Cleveland can set it up.
Look at Ormsby. Ormsby doing a good job right there, throwing elbows to the shin of Cleveland, trying to distract. Look at those shots right there. You know, one thing, you always leave yourself open when you're going for an ankle, but if you get it, great. If you don't, I mean, you're taking a lot of punishment.
Like right there, Grace Cleveland took quite a few shots right there from Ormsby just at the end of the round. And that's it. So looks like we will see a third round. Let's take a look at this replay here. Grace Cleveland really showing some more skill this round, just dominating, controlling, and dealing more damage than Ormsby overall.
Yeah, no, I mean, all the way through the whole round, you know, Cleveland just controlling the position, you know, from this position to be, you know, even here. This is the worst part was the last 20 seconds of the round. Ormsby, you know, started delivering a lot of shots, but because Cleveland was trying to secure that ankle lock, but that's what happens.
Stay tuned for round number 3 coming up after the break. All right, third and final round. Once again, Grace Cleveland versus Shawna Ormsby. So far, I think Cleveland is in the lead in this fight as far as control goes and damage output. Ormsby doing a great job, though. You know, she's doing a great job in that first round of defending. Second round, she was a little bit slower, but was able to pick things up at the end.
Yeah, she's got to avoid this right here. got to do everything she can just to pop right back up or even get on top.
Yeah, she kind of let Cleveland almost just slide right in there very easily at the beginning of this round. She knows what to expect. Let's see if she can learn from her mistakes in the past and break out of this.
I think a big part of that is fatigue, though.
Definitely.
You know, I mean, when you're grappling like this, I mean, you can go for a long time, but at the same time, you can't do other stuff, which like get out of the bottom position, strike effectively. I mean, they're not doing much, but like Ormsby right there, she's using her leg strength to try and get her off, and every time you do that, I mean, that's a little bit of energy lost. And Cleveland just laying on her, like, hey, I keep trying to pick me up. You get tired, I get to hit you more.
Cleveland still maintaining a decent position. Ormsby just holding on, trying to block whatever shots are getting thrown incoming while not trying to give up any arms or legs. Cleveland, though, just keeps battering away whenever opportunity she gets. Cleveland now picking things up a little bit. Ormsby trying to squirm out once again, but Cleveland not letting it happen.
Oh, see, there's her opportunity right there. She's got opportunity for Ormsby
right
to pop right up, and she didn't. And I'm just going to say she's doesn't got the same cardio as Cleveland does. Because, I mean, I thought for sure she was, Ormsby was going to end up on top right there the way they were rolling.
Definitely, and that might be due in part, Cleveland's got a little bit more cage experience than Ormsby has. She's been doing this just a little bit longer. Might be giving her the edge that she needs. Continuing to just try to climb and pass that guard. Ormsby's holding on, but she's got to do a little bit more. She's just got to pick it up if she hopes to win this, because if this ends up going to decision at this point, Cleveland's got it in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you could ever say, Ormsby, came even close.
Right, she's doing a great job. She did a really good job in that first round, but, just based on everything that's happening, Cleveland is just dominating and controlling this fight. She just has not been able to put her away.
No, and now, Cleveland on full mount here. She gets one arm free. She got free range of her head right there. Look at that. Clean shots. Elbows.
Cleveland now dropping some bombs. Ormsby looking a little bit more tired too.
I mean, Ormsby, I think she's right here. She's just, to me, she's trying to survive. Not get beat down so bad. I mean, doing a good job. Defense is good, but she's just not. There's not enough offense here for her.
Exactly. Cleveland continuing to throw strikes down. Ormsby trying to control that wrist. Cleveland continuing to just drop bombs here. Ormsby trying to defend, trying to block these shots, but she's not going to be able to just keep doing that for forever. Now Cleveland taking advantage of those ribs.
And Ormsby's going to be able to do that for about another 20 seconds. She'll make it out of the round. But
Cleveland picking up the heat. Ten seconds left. Cleveland looking to try to get a finish, but I don't think she's going to be able to get it. And that's it for this fight. Grace Cleveland with a great performance.
Yeah, pressure all the way up until the end. There was no point in none of the girls right here.
Exactly, and I have to give it to Ormsby. She's a very skilled fighter, very talented fighter, was able to hold her own, and, wasn't able to get put away. As much as Cleveland kept persisting and kept hitting, Ormsby did not give up.
Yeah, no, defense was good on Ormsby's part. The only thing she was missing was a little bit more offense. But like I said, it could have easily came from all the pressure Cleveland was putting on top of her, wearing her out. And so it's like she didn't have that same gas tank she had in the first round when she was doing a lot more.
No, exactly. It's very much so. I mean, just looking back at the fight, you see almost every clip that we have, Cleveland almost isn't touching the ground, and all that weight is being put onto Ormsby in some portion.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of women's atomweight action here in the great state of Wisconsin, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge at cage side, Jeff Nace, scores this bout 29-28 in favor of Ormsby. Isaiah Pitts, 30-26 for Cleveland. And finally, Larry Struck, 30-27 for your winner by split decision from the Mile High City Race, Ty Cleveland.
Chad is a very equal opponent to me. We're about the same size, same weight, same ground kind of game. So for training for him, I just upped it more than what I would ever do. I've always tried to get better than myself. So Chad is a great opponent, respectable opponent, not afraid to come at someone. So it's going to be a head-on battle.
Jordan Seufzer, I know he's really good on the ground, and he's got a lot of experience.
Fighting Chad tonight is going to be explosive. We're going to be really pushing each other, and pretty much it's going to be a very aggressive fight. You're going to see a lot of momentum, probably a lot of stand-up. I mean, both our ground games are solid, so whoever gets each other down and is going to stay on top might win.
Well, I go to work, and then I come back, and I go to drive from Surgeon Bay to O'Connell Falls to train. And usually I do like an hour of stand-up and an hour of ground.
Hey Chad, can't wait to fight you tonight. It's going to be a solid fight, and I'm going to bring it everything left on the mat, no regrets, and I hope you do too, because I'm going to be finishing up on top, beating you up. That's it.
Jordan, get out the road. The big rig is coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the North Star Mohegan Casino Resort, Boulder, Wisconsin, King of the Cage and General Tire present our featured bouts of the evening. Sanctioned by the Band of Mohegan Indians in conjunction with King of the Cage Incorporated, President and Founder Terry Trebilcock Jr., Matchmaker Mike Camp, Promoter Jeff Mahalik, Timekeeper at the bell, Ron Duncan. The 3 judges scoring this match will be Jeff Nace, Isaiah Pitts, and Larry Struck. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Mike Beltran. And now, for all the fight fans in attendance here in the great Badger State and the millions joining us around the world. Wisconsin, let's hear it. This is our main event of the evening. 3 rounds of MMA in the cruiserweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of our Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 6 feet tall, official weight 215 pounds. This Buck Dynasty fighter is 2-5 as a professional. Ladies and gentlemen, from Lowell, Wisconsin, presenting Jordan Buck Seufzer. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of our General Tire red corner, stands at 6'2", official weight 220 pounds. This Oconto Falls MMA fighter has a perfect professional record. 4 bouts, 4 victories, no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from Marinette, Wisconsin, presenting Chad Big Rig Johnson. Once again, Mike Beltran is your official for our main event. Now with the final instructions, 3 rounds, cruiserweights.
All right, jump in over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch goes down if you want. At the sound of the bell, come on out, big boys, and handle your business. Let's go.
All right, here we are, our main event of the night. Jordan Seufzer versus Chad Johnson. Now, both these guys are larger, 225-pound division. Chad Johnson, we know him for his knockout strength. Seufzer great in the stand-up as well. This is a very even match, probably the toughest opponent Johnson is going to fight to date.
Let's say big guys comes a nice big knockout.
And we've seen that plenty of times in Johnson's past fights. We'll see if he can manage to do it again tonight. A nice toss. Utilizing that raw strength.
Look at that. Nice little reversal by Seufzer.
Seufzer gets on top for a second there, but Johnson back up on his feet.
I think he calls him right back up. Stand on up. Let's do this. That's what I'm talking about. That's what the fans want to see right there.
Everyone loves a good throwdown. Johnson looking like he's having some fun with this.
Yeah, I gotta be careful because when a fighter's having fun, I mean that means he's confident. Everything's good. Everything, you know, there's nothing to worry about for him.
Big kick from Johnson. Seufzer moves in with some strikes. They'll exchange.
Oh, there you go. Seufzer's telling him, let's do it. Let's bang.
You know, very few opponents of Chad Johnson have been so confident to just, you know, go ahead and throw down with the guy.
Johnson, I think he's got a guillotine, part of a guillotine in there.
Seufzer now taking advantage of a new position. You know, and I gotta say Johnson is definitely more comfortable and stronger on the stand-up. Seufzer might be able to get the edge if he keeps him on the ground.
I gotta say, Seufzer right now, I mean, he's holding position good. You know, he's trying to drop some ground and pound. Johnson's not doing nothing. I mean, in the sense of not just laying there either. You know, he's doing his thing, striking back. Take advantage going to Seufzer right there. Got position, control.
Johnson controlling that wrist of Seufzer. Johnson with a couple of strikes there. Seufzer returning with whatever he has.
Johnson's mouthpiece just fell out. Mike Beltran wanted no excuse of why, you know, tooth flies out. Just put that mouthpiece back on and let's keep going.
Staying in the same positions, I love it. Don't have to stop anything or standing back up, right back into it.
And usually when a mouthpiece comes off is because, you know, someone's having trouble breathing. So Johnson, you know, he could be a little bit exhausted here. Seufzer realizes that he's like, hey, I've got this now. Keep pushing him.
He's going to have to keep that pressure up.
He's landing some good shots from the top right there. Not all of them, but every now and then one gets in there. Oh, that's
Seufzer trying to lock something up here.
Johnson with a good push trying to get on top here, but yeah, Seufzer coming back with an armbar.
And that's got to be a very uncomfortable position there, squeezing that leg. Not quite set in though. Johnson breaks through it. Now he ends up on top.
That's a good job by Johnson right there. You know, be able to get on top out of that bad position he was in. He's got a little bit of time to score some points here and, you know, finish strong with the round.
Johnson now looking to just ground and pound. And that's it for round number 1. Let's take a look at the replay. Both these guys coming in with a lot of heat, a lot of force. Johnson, of course, right off the bat, throwing a lot of punches and landing a lot of them in that beginning of the round, but Seufzer proving to be a very tough opponent, taking those punches like it's nothing, dishing a couple back of his own and taking things down to the ground and controlling the fight from there.
Yeah, once Seufzer got him down, I mean, he was doing a great job right here. Landing some good shots, keeping Johnson on the ground, you know, not being able to move, do nothing. So, I mean, he had him here for a good 2 minutes.
All right, round number 2. Once again, this is our main event of the night. Chad Johnson, Jordan Seufzer. We're back at it again. Now we'll see if Johnson is going to want to try to keep things on the stand-up. Looked like he had much more control, much more confidence when he kept things there. Just a quick timeout there.
Yeah, looking at Johnson, he looks really winded right here.
Yeah, he does. He's got a little bit of wobble on him. He doesn't look very firm.
If Seufzer picks up on that, I mean, he could take advantage of that.
Yeah, Seufzer definitely looking a little less fatigued of the two.
Oh, I think he got clipped on that. Big right by Johnson.
Yeah, you got to watch out for those swings from Johnson. Every one of them is hitting with like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, I don't think it caught him clean, but it caught him enough to you know, rock
him a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is where Johnson wants to be. If they ain't standing, right here on top. So let's see if Johnson can have some success here.
Johnson maintaining this top position, but if I were him, I think I might want to split things up. But then again, that fatigue may be just a huge factor.
Well, see, I mean, Johnson wants to secure his position. That's what he was doing because, you know, Seufzer was doing a good job of trying to get away. You know, he put some pressure on, but if he can keep him here, get Seufzer to waste that energy, bring his, you know, energy level down about the same, then hey, now they're back to equal, and Johnson can do some work.
Seufzer locking down that arm, but Johnson laying down some bombs.
Well, that's a lot of power right there. You see the difference between Johnson's, you know, ground and pound and Seufzer's ground and pound.
Yeah, Seufzer much more quick and in and out, you know, sharp little punches, and Johnson just dropping down heavy hammers.
Oh, Johnson going for rear naked. He's back on top, Johnson. He's going to fall off. Good job right there on that rotation. Seufzer had a good opportunity to get on top right there. Johnson, you know, just rotating him and regain control. I'll tell you, Seufzer wasn't tired, you know, as tired as Johnson. He's getting there now with all that weight just being put on him. Oh, Johnson going for a key lock. Looks pretty good and tight.
He might get it. Seufzer remaining calm. Trying to resist this. Johnson putting all of his weight.
He's doing a good job right there too, man, because that elbow looked like it almost touched the mat.
Johnson gives up on that. Goes back to just throwing punches.
This could end right here. A couple of those get in.
Seufzer taking some hits. Trying to defend, but just not really blocking too much.
Could be close.
Johnson continuing to put that pressure. Seufzer turning things around.
And that right there, I mean, one, determination by Seufzer to get on top. And the other one, the fatigue of Johnson. He didn't have enough to fight him off.
Yeah, spent a lot of energy on those punches while he was on top. Thought he could end it right there, but.
I mean, he was doing a good job with those punches, man. When they connected, man, it was power. But not enough of them got in. Seufzer got a good opportunity here to end this round strong and, you know, try and regain some of that round. Oh,
Johnson turns things right around.
Beautiful sweep right there by Johnson. That was nothing but technique right there, because as fatigued as he was, he had to use technique to get that done.
Found the right, perfect opportunity. And now Johnson just laying it down, locking down that wrist. This doesn't look good for Seufzer.
This could be it right here.
Beltran looking close.
Well, when he starts landing those shots and, you know, Seufzer just covers up like that, that's not good.
Johnson continues. Seufzer's just covering up. I don't think he has the energy to break that wrist grab.
Oh, saved by the bell on that one.
Nobody finishes. Let's take a look at the replay. Surprisingly, Seufzer just not out of this fight. He's going to keep it going.
Well, that's that right. That just glanced him enough to, you know, rock him, so it brought him down and gave Johnson a good position, you know, to get on top.
Yeah, Seufzer just managing to hold on for the majority of this round, but I gotta say, I gotta give this round to Johnson. Definitely did a little bit more, dealt more damage, was more in control. Seufzer was just kind of holding on and dealing with it, but managed to get a couple of those turnovers that, you know, showed some promise for him. But, you know, in the end of it, Johnson looked like he ended up just a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like you said, you know, Seufzer was able to get a reversal, get on top, but Johnson came back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the blue corner is no longer able to continue this evening. The official time comes at the end of round number 2. Your winner by TKO, still undefeated, Chad Big Rig Johnson.